The nation's leading infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, says he's, quote, not pleased with how things are going. The numbers don't lie, he says. The truth from the numbers is this: the U.S. is averaging more than 1,000 COVID-19 deaths every day for the past 3 weeks. Rosa Flores reports.
The nation's top health officials admitting they're disappointed with the U.S. response to the coronavirus pandemic.
Bottom line is, I'm not pleased with how things are going.
This is the greatest public health crisis that hit this nation in a century. We were underprepared.
This as President Trump repeated his call for schools to reopen.
We don't want the schools shut down. We want the schools to open, but especially very young children handle it very well. So we want schools open.
The CDC director says there should not be a rush for children to return to the classroom, especially in communities with high rates of infection.
We don't want to pressure anybody. The timing of that is going to have to be decided one school at a time.
But in Tampa, Florida, the Hillsborough County school superintendent says his district was pressured into switching to in-person learning after announcing the first 4 weeks of classes would be online. The Florida Department of Education denies rejecting the district's reopening proposals. Meanwhile, the NCAA canceled all fall Division I championships except for FBS football.
Harriman! Touchdown, Mustangs!
Just hours before the first high school football game in the country took place in Utah.
If we delayed a little bit, not only can we bring infection rate down, but we can have better testing. But at the end of the day, it's really not what happens in the field, but what happens outside the field.
In Texas, testing numbers have been trending downward, and the state's positivity rate spiked to nearly 25% on Tuesday.
This is something that the Department of State Health Services is investigating. We have far more daily testing capacity than there are tests being undertaken.
There's also a slowdown in testing across Florida, as it announced over 6,300 new cases Thursday.
We're testing a lot. I think part of the reason why some of our sites aren't doing as much is because people aren't going as much as they used to.
Dr. Anthony Fauci says these trends are concerning signs for the future.
This is the thing that's disturbing to me, is that we're starting to see the inkling of the upticks in the percent of the tests that are positive, which we know now from sad past experience that that's a predictor that you're going to have more surges.